Hey guys, this is Ventis and well, I finished another sketchbook, so we are going to open it and flip through it and see what's inside. So, well, let's jump into the video and let's roll the intro. Alright, so yeah, let's focus on this. Great. So as you can see, it's just a, well, I would say basic sketchbook, but it had like this really nice thing on it and I bought it and yeah, it's not terribly wide, but I glued in a couple of extra pages in here, but you will see in a second. And it has this like arrow design and yeah, maybe I will just, does it fit in the frame? Well, it sort of fits in here. So I counted and apparently this is my 31st sketchbook. Yeah, which sounds pretty wild. And I started it in 2020 May and I finished it 2020 April. Although you will see in a second what I did here. I don't know how I will do this, but yeah, so these are just a couple of like little things I did in ink. As you can see, it's like MacArthur's hammer and a couple of Silmarils and like smithing supplies and stuff. These are for my Silmarillion fan comic. It's about like Myron becoming Sauron and stuff. And yeah, this is the first page right here. I think I put it on like every social media when I made this. Yeah, I was really proud of this page, and the thing is that this one and the next page I did in 2020, and then the rest of the pages, well, I did like months later. Wait, there's this thing. So yeah, that is kind of why this sketchbook took a while, and also as you might have guessed, I don't know how I should put this, but yeah, the thing is that it takes me a lot of time to finish sketchbooks because I work in like multiple sketchbooks at a time. Yeah, the more interesting is because I don't know what I should do, because I don't really want to showcase these pages because they are for a comic that I am selling. Maybe it is already on my Gumroad account. If not, then I haven't translated it yet. But anyway, but this page here, it is my D&D character Hartalius, and I wanted to make a video about him. Let's turn the page. So I wanted to make a video about him where you know, maybe I will just showcase these pages, whatever. So I wanted to make a video about him where he's like talking, and I would just do a voiceover and just make these pictures or like his expressions change while I'm doing the voiceover, so it seems like he's talking. And I'm pretty sure you have seen like a couple of videos like this of people's avatar talking. And yeah, so anticipate this video because I covered like most of it, I think. Yeah, although I didn't really like the voiceover, so maybe I will just go over it again. So this here I read Six of Crows, and Kaz was my favorite character, and so I drew Kaz. And I colored this digitally later on. Yeah, so my thing is with this sketchbook is that as you see, I drew the comic here, but then I wanted to draw something on the other side of the pages, and so yeah, the time is so like when I made these sketches, it's a little like jumping time. Like I did this in March, but then this one I did it in February, and like the end of the sketchbook I did whenever. But it's not really important. It's not that mixed in time. So yeah, this is a sketch for. I was inspired by one of our D&D sessions when my character was cursed and he couldn't go on land because he would suffocate, and so he just gave the cursed trident to someone else to break the spell, and then later on he was cured. It was like another spell we wanted to dispel, yes. So this was a really interesting thing. This is just a random character I did. Well, I say random, but I want to... so this is a character I had in mind for like a short story slash maybe a novel, but I didn't have that much thought of what should go in the novel, and so I thought I would just play a solo RPG with this character. Maybe I will make a different or like a separate video about this, but yeah, I drew him for the first ever time. His name is Cyrus, and maybe you should want to pronounce it like Cyrus, but I just really like pronouncing it Cyrus, and so he's Cyrus. And so this is my original style, and what I did, I attempted this 10 style changes, and this is Pepe Larraz's style. I know that artist from like an X-Men comic that I read. I don't know much about X-Men besides that comic and like a cartoon show, but I really like his style, and yeah, I think this came out really good. And then I went on with different styles like AFK Arena, and yeah, this is Steven Universe. I didn't watch that much Steven Universe, but I thought this would be like an iconic and really different style from what I do usually. So yeah, I just did that. And the thing is, this is Disney and Don't Starve, or Don't Starve Together. And like, yeah, Ghibli and Persona 5. I'm not really happy with these, but anyway, I think once I say what the style is, then it's obvious it's that style. Yeah, I don't know how happy with these I am, but this is Bleach or Kubotite. I don't know how to pronounce the mangaka's name, but I really like Bleach as a teenager, so I did Bleach and World of Warcraft, and I gave him a little different gear and everything, just for fun. And the thing is with this challenge is that, you know, I didn't know that my style was like so different from like other people's styles until I did this, and I was really happy I did this, and this was like a really nice experiment. I don't really care about style that much, but like this was nice to just see that, yeah, I have a style. And yeah, I drew Cyrus again. He looks a little younger than on here. As I said, this was like the first time I ever drew him, so I was just like whatever. And also I can't decide if his hair should be red or black, but I'm kind of leaning towards the red because I don't really have a lot of red-haired characters, and he looks so cute like this. Yeah, did I say Cyrus or Cyrus? Anyway, yeah, these are a couple of shoes and feet and a witch head that I saw on Pinterest, and I thought, yeah, this would make a nice reference because I'm not really good at drawing feet. And then here are cats and birds and a landscape, also from Pinterest, just like yeah, studies. Oh yeah, this one. So in our D&D game, this is my character who now looks like his crush. Anyway, I really want them to just end up together, but I don't know if it's something in the plot or just our GM not really liking romance, but he's my character's crush and I want them to end up together. Yeah, and they are kissing. The thing is, I'm not that good at kissing faces, so I drew a couple. Yeah, I drew a little sexy time right here. Maybe we'll skip this. Yeah, and this is Esek and Caleb from Critical Role, also a little sexy time in here. Yeah, and this is Esek again. I tried a bit of watercolors here because yeah, I don't really use watercolors that often, maybe because I'm working in sketchbooks like this that just don't really like oops. They just don't really like wet mediums. Yeah, I thought this would be him in AOR just examining, just looking at this shutter thing here. Anyway, if you watch Critical Role Season 2, then you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, ooh, a little sexy time happening in here as well. Yeah, the thing is that these drawings, you will see a couple more later, but this is just Esek's face in like a couple of different expressions, and I colored it with a purple like highlighter, and somehow it received a lot of engagement on like Instagram, and so I did a couple. And yeah, this is Esek taking off his clothes because you know when the 9 asked him to take off his clothes to see if he has eyes on him. If you don't know Critical Role, then this might have been a bit of an interesting out of context sentence. Yeah, more Esek, and this is Verin, Esek's brother. I just really like how this came out because yeah, as you can see both here and the previous one, I have this like white gel pen that I use here on Esek's hair, but well, I think that gel pen is really old, and I tried to do the same thing here, but then I realized that I had white pencils, and so I used those. And I really like how this came out, yeah. Yeah, so this is the thing that my Silmarillion comic is over, and maybe, I mean, you could see the whole thing anyway, if I don't do something with it digitally. Here is a page that, yeah, when I was drawing this I made like a separate video, so I filmed this thing, and I think I talk about that story. Yeah, this is basically so yeah, this is basically like a couple of illustrations for my vampire novel that I wanted to write, and the funny thing is, you will see later that I kind of made big changes in it after making this video. But yeah, this is still the main character, Augustin, and his sister, and they might both become vampires. And yeah, this is like this weird letter. I wanted to write a letter in ink, but I wasn't very happy. It's just a random thing. And like Augustin is like him embracing being a vampire and just being really hot about it, and he kind of looks like Alucard from Castlevania, but whatever. And yeah, this one, I really like this drawing because this gives off just huge Bloodborne vibes, and I just love how this came out. Yeah, and kind of like, I don't know if before or after this drawing, but I just realized that I should just make a couple of changes in my plot for the novel, and yeah, this is fun. I really like this. Yeah, so I DM a D&D game for a couple of friends, and we are in the Underdark, and everyone made like either some sort of spellcaster character, or well, a rogue or a ranger. And so I thought that I as a DM will make a player character as well, who is a draw fighter, because nobody can really take the front line in the party. And so yeah, this is Tiras. And this is a kind of a running joke that he's always beaten up, but like he is the only one who's in the front line, so of course that's his job, to be beaten up. Also the parties, it's really nice to see them exploring the drow culture. And so I don't know what I wanted to say with the drow culture. What did I want to say with the drow culture? Oh, anyway. Yeah, this thing. First, this is more Essek and Caleb and Frumpkin stargazing, but the more important thing, look at this. Look at this. I will. How should I do this? Look at this beautiful page. This is, well, after that Bloodborne Augustan Vampire page, this is my favorite thing I did in this sketchbook. Like, whoa. Yeah, like the whole thing, it's just with a black pen. And this is Malus Darkblade, spoiler alert, resurrecting his former lieutenant, because I read the 5th Malus Darkblade book, and yeah, I remember it was like I was really bored at a scientific convention, and I was reading it in like the last row during one of the lectures, and like I almost cried because I really loved the ending of that book. I mean, I love the whole Malus saga, but the ending, and like Malus kind of sacrificing himself for his lieutenant, it was just so epic and dramatic, and yeah, so I love this page. But let's turn. Yeah, this is still Augustine's sister, whom then later on I realized that she shouldn't really be that much of an attention in the book as I planned, because Augustine is the main, or Augustine, sometimes I mix up how I say it, Augustine is our main character, and like well, his head became a little bit too big, but that's nothing good old art programs can't fix. It's just I wanted to draw his clothes and everything. So this is some AFK Arena fan art, although the rest of my AFK Arena fan art is in another sketchbook, but these are like kind of the first stuff I've drawn. And this is another DMPC by me from another game. Yeah. And yeah, these are like a couple of elves. Like my character is like more of in a Lord of the Ringsy equipment and outfit and stuff, and Legolas, because yeah, I started reading the Lord of the Rings, of course, and because I never read the Lord of the Rings, well, not in its entirety, because as a teenager I don't know, I just didn't finish it. And this is Finrod from the Silmarillion. I actually made a really big Finrod illustration for the Ages of Arda anthology back in the days. Anyway, yeah, more Essek on like a bonus page here. And yeah, this came out really streaky, although this is like a water-based marker, but it's really streaky. And I don't know if it's the paper or the marker itself. And this is my unicorn tiefling again from another D&D game, and I really like how this turned out. Yeah. Also, I'm making him a D&D journal sooner or later. Once it's done, I will make a video about it, of course. Then, yeah, I wanted to draw a cat, and I wanted it to be Frumpkin, but it, I don't know, it came out a little weird. And here's Essek levitating Frumpkin. Anyway, more of my unicorn tiefling, and this is my other D&D character's mom. Yeah, this is just a little weird, that my other D&D character's mom. Anyway, yeah, another character by me. Ooh. Oh yeah, I glued a little piece of thing here, but it doesn't really work because I used blue ink for this, and it really made the paper warp, and it sort of leaked through. Yeah, this is from our this is an NPC as well. He finally the party trusted him, and he got his spellbook back. And this is my unicorn tiefling when he was little, and this is so funny because so yeah, this is the first game when I asked the other party members if they want something in common in our backstories, and the thing is, everyone made an elf character except for me, because I made a tiefling character, and so nobody could be my like sibling or anyone, but we actually managed in the end. And as you can see, my character as a teenager met somebody else's character, and also, yeah, I think out of the 3 other PCs, 2 of them have some connection in their backstory with my character. This is my first ever TTRPG character, who now I'm also making a D&D character journal for. And the thing is that I realized, especially on like this picture, that I think, yeah, with the hood it's not that much of a problem, but once I remove the hood, he kind of looks like Hartalius, like my source lock, which is weird because these characters, so they were made like really separately, and their whole personality is very like different. And so I decided to braid his hair because to like visually distinct them, but also their colors and everything are different. But yeah, in black and white or ink, yeah, they are. Anyway, I really like how these pages turned out, because yeah, these are just oh yeah, I haven't told you, but I had this, yeah, the same thing I drew this with, this blue pencil that I found like really cheap, and I really like using it as like an underdrawing for like pen drawings, or use it in itself. Yeah, a bit of sexy time here, but my character and his crush, and his crush is like not really this like emotional type of character, but my character really is. And I thought that maybe once they get married, they are nowhere near getting married, but once they would be, this is how they would spend their time, and maybe sometimes my character would like to do something else. Anyway, last page in the sketchbook. This is Wilson from Don't Starve Together, or Don't Starve, because those are yeah, 2 separate games, but I really like him. Like I just love his design, and like drawing him like this and not in his original form. I don't know, I really like this character. But anyway, we are finishing with Don't Starve in this sketchbook. And yeah, I hope you really like this. If you did and want to support me, check out my Gumroad account. You can support me and get comics and zines in return. So yeah. Again, I hope you like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.